What's up, guys? So I have a little real-time girl in Target story. Today has been like a super stressful, tiring, not even stressful, but basically I'm probably about to start my period any minute, and I haven't had a lot of PMS symptoms in several months just because of my diet, I think. But today I just I don't know, I was exhausted, I was cranky, I was craving everything, and I was going to just stay at home. I was like, I am just gonna watch Netflix all day. But my husband got home a little early and he was going to the gym, and I was like, you will feel better if you do that, at least do that first, and then come home and chill. So I did go to the gym and did a little workout, and then I was like, oh, I've got to run to Target and grab a couple things, which we all know how that goes. They had just remodeled our Target, and I hardly ever come in here. Like 2 hours later, I walk out with like 5 bags. But the main point of it is when I drifted over to the grocery section, Target's grocery section is just like next level, and they have so many things that they don't have at any other store. And my cravings kicked in. I just left the gym, so my appetite's up. I'm tired. I'm just like craving stuff. And I swear I had like 3 or 4 different things in my hand, like full bags of chips or donuts or even beer. There was like this rosé apple cider vinegar or apple cider beer, and I almost bought that, and I don't even drink alcohol. I mean, rarely. So anyways, it was one of those days where it was just really, really, really hard. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect, because there's definitely days where I just cave and I get a whole bag of chips and I eat the whole thing on the way home. But I've come a long, long way over the years with those moments where I'm stressed or whatever, and I basically just have a conversation with myself where I'm like, just put it down, just get out of the store, because it's all about that like moment and making decisions and reinforcing a different choice. And I used to pretty much just be powerless, and I used to binge eat all the time. And I don't even really consider what I do now binging, because I may eat a whole bag of chips, but I don't eat a bag of chips and then stop at Taco Bell and then Burger King and then order pizza when I get home. And it used to be really extreme like that. So I kind of just let it happen when it happens, and I don't feel guilty about it. But I do know that I typically don't feel that good when I overindulge in stuff like that. And so I try my best to rationalize and interrupt the automatic behavior of you're stressed, you don't feel good, and food's the solution. So what I found in there today, and I just wanted to share what motivated this video, their deli section. They have a lot of vegan options and, dairy-free and stuff. So I was in there, and there was this tiny little thing of guacamole and chips. And like I said, chips are normally like my #1 thing. And I wanted a sandwich, and I wanted bread and cookies, and oh my gosh, like everything in there was screaming my name. But I ended up walking out with just this, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat that in the car. It's 200 calories. But then when I'm done, I'm done. I don't have a bag that I can keep going back to. And that's kind of the biggest thing that I hate about a lot of the foods that I'll get for, kind of an off normal eating meal for me, is it's hard to get just a single serving. It's like a whole bag of something. And then I have this like childhood aversion to wasting food or throwing stuff out, and it just doesn't feel right to me. So of course I always eat it, and my husband doesn't really eat hardly anything fried, so it's not like we split it. So if I had grabbed a whole bag of chips to have a handful, I would have had pretty much the whole bag in the next 24 hours, whether I did it all today or not. So I try really hard, if I am craving something, to wait until I'm at the cash register to get like a smaller bag of chips or something like this, so that I can eat it, be done with it, and go about my day without feeling, completely crappy from overindulging in greasy, sugar-loaded food. So that's just a little tip for you guys. And every time you make the decision to not cave, if you're feeling like overwhelmed or you want to emotionally, just binge on food or whatever, every time you make the choice to go for a walk when you don't feel like it, or, get outside and sit on your back porch instead of ordering the pizza, whatever it is, every time you make a decision to make a positive choice over the negative, you're reinforcing new patterns and you're creating new pathways in your brain. So it's like every single time matters. And that's why, even though I struggled for years and years with binge eating and just out of control eating, I'm to the point where very, very, very rarely now, it does happen, do I find myself eating to excess to the point where I feel way too uncomfortable, or just mentally just blah. Like I said, normally I eat it, I get over it, and I get back on track. So yeah, just keep keep doing your best to make those positive changes one step at a time. And I'm gonna take my car full of Target stuff home and spend the evening with my husband and try to let that nurture me. And you know, that way I can wake up tomorrow and feel better without a belly full of a pound of chips. So that's all for now, guys. Make sure you hit subscribe, comment below if this resonates with you, if you struggle with this, and make sure you check out my emotional eating program on my website at spiritualfitchick.com as well. It's got all my tools and tips that I've used over the years and used to help a lot of clients. So that's all, guys. Bye.